Well, hi there, everybody. It's Jack. Some of you, most of you know me. But after this is over, more of you may know me. You're saying, Jack who? Well, I'm Jack Schertz. That's my name. What is the point of this message today? Well, when I was a senior in high school, I was president of the student council. And I think it appeared in the annual or maybe in the school newspaper somewhere that I made a pledge that someday I was going to be president of the United States. So every 4 years, I announce to people that I'm going to run to be the president of the United States. And every 4 years, I don't get elected. First of all, we need to explain, I am strictly just a write-in candidate. So it takes a little more effort. People say, why aren't you on the ballot? Well, I'm not a multi-millionaire. I can't afford what all is involved to get officially on the presidential ballot. People are going to say, well, are you a Democrat or Republican? I can honestly say I'm just an independent. That's all I am, just straight down the middle. There's some good people on both sides, good people in the middle, good people on the right, good people on the left. Oh, another thing. Why I probably should be president is I'm not a senior citizen yet. So I think that maybe bodes well. And the other reason I'd like to be president, just very honestly, as you guys know, I lost my beautiful bride, Pam, last year. And I'm pretty darn lonely these days. And so, it'd be nice. There at the White House, a lot of people coming and going and probably make a lot of new friends out there. Hopefully won't make any enemies. And it's a pretty good salary and benefits. And I looked it up. I think the salary is $400,000 now. Well, I'm going to immediately save the government $300,000 because I don't need that. Heck, you're providing me a house and food and travel. So let's just say $100,000 . Okay, I'll do it for $100,000. People will then ask, well, who's going to be in your cabinet? I don't know. I think maybe what we ought to do is just post all the jobs like they do any other company, post the jobs online, and let's take applications once I'm in office. And then I'll gather up a bunch of you to be a committee. You'll come up to DC at the White House with me, and we'll sit around a big open table, and we'll interview candidates for these jobs. And of course, those of you that are going to be on these different interviewing committees, I'll make sure that we've got people of all ages, all races, all genders, a good mix across the country, okay? And just do a regular old interview process. And then, of course, in the end, I'll have to make the ultimate decision, but I think you guys will probably come up with a pretty good plan. I found that, committees, if they're set up right, they generally can work out okay. Okay, what else do you need to know about? Well, first of all, I think we got to quit talking about politics and religion. Just get it off the table. All it does is make people fight. It's like with your in-laws. There's some things you can talk about, some things you don't, because it just causes you to get all upset. So that's what we're going to have to do, okay? Just quit talking about some of that stuff. It's controversial. People ask me about health care. Yeah, I think everybody should have access to health care. I'll tell you one little thing. All right, don't get all crazy on me. I think they should include in healthcare coverage the ability to go to naturopathic doctors or alternative therapies if you want to, and get those covered as well. People go, well, that's not proven stuff. Well, I don't know, lots of times, even when you go to the doctor, they may try out 4 or 5 different drugs on you before one works, so isn't that kind of just experimenting as well? And Pam and I have had some good successes with both Eastern and Western medicine, so that's all I'm going to say about that. As far as how we get health care to everybody in the country, well, I'm going to put that on Congress, and then we'll get some citizen committees involved too, and put something together. I'm not going to stand here and lie and say I got the answer. I don't. Has anybody yet? No. So we'll get that figured out. Equal rights, I want to talk about that. Seems like we shouldn't even have to be talking about that. It's 2020, but yeah, I mean, that's like a no-brainer. I don't care what color you are, what age you are, what gender you are. I mean, if you're qualified for a job, you should get it. End of story, okay? We just got to get better at that kind of stuff. How do I feel about education? I think everybody needs an education. Does it mean everybody needs to go to college? Not necessarily. You know, trade schools are good too. Some people are fantastic right out of high school and jump into things. You know, we just got to make sure we still got good schools out there to go to, and keep them affordable, the colleges and things like that, and make sure everybody has access to a good quality school. Easier said than done. Again, we're gonna have, you know, I can't do it all. I'm just one guy. I'm just giving you my views on things. I'm not gonna be like a candidate, go, this is how we're going to do it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's a lot of what we've been doing, right? I had somebody ask me, they said, well, what about tearing down statues and stuff all around the country? All right, well, I'm not going to start a big controversy here. It's too bad, but here's what I'd say. All right, you want to tear down statues? Fine. Just clean up your mess. Just clean it up. Make the space look even nicer, maybe. If it's a statue you didn't like and you tore it down, well, don't just rip it apart and have it all crumbled all over the grounds there. Clean it up, make it a nice little park setting or something like that. But you got to do it, okay? You and your group who made the mess, you have to do it, because I don't want to spend taxpayer dollars cleaning up these messes, okay? That's a waste of time and energy, okay? So let's do that. I don't think I'm gonna get into much else. That's about it. So what you gotta do, you gotta write me in, okay? Whenever the election is it November 7th, November 8th? I don't know, one of those days, November 2nd. I probably should look into that. So if I get elected, you know, I'm just a regular guy. I really am, just a regular guy. So we'll see how this works out. I'm not gonna hold my breath thinking I'm getting elected. But if I did, that might be kind of cool. Be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Probably scare the crap out of me. But I'd get it figured out. Yep. Oh, I know the other thing. People say, well, what about when they start checking into you and all that? Well, all right, I'm going to tell you this. If they start doing lots of digging and stuff, there's probably a good, yeah, they're going to find something bad. They're going to find something good. They're going to find something okay. But we're all that way. We've all got good, bad in our backgrounds. I do think since Pam passed, I have become even a better person, though. Caring for others best I can. So that's about it. All right. Oh, somebody will probably want to ask me about the COVID pandemic. I got nothing. I don't know. Nobody's going to agree on that, and I don't think it's going to be my job to drop the hammer and tell people what to do. Country's just going to have to figure out that one, okay? Feel sorry for that Fauci fellow, though. Shouldn't all just rest on his shoulders. Again, maybe we ought to have a big community committee. Have a committee of Eastern and Western medical professionals helping out on that so that he doesn't have to take the heat for everything. Okay, that's it. If this thing starts to explode, I'll probably have to get off, okay? So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye now.